very important point at the weekend ended a 5-game losing streak, which lifted the mood a little here at the Valley ahead of what is always a very busy Christmas schedule. Lots to come in today's show. Let's take a peek at what's coming up. We'll review a challenging few weeks since our last show. We'll discuss the exciting upcoming FA Cup tie against world champions Chelsea. And Charlotte Claus will drop by with a lovely Christmas present for us all. Slightly concerned about that, but we'll come on to that in just a little bit. Merry Christmas, everyone. As you can see, we're with the three wise men. Now, I'm contractually obliged to say that because I don't think they are, well, maybe one, of course, so Alan Curbishley, Kev Lisbie and Stevie Brownie, who are looking so good in the Christmas jumpers. Did we know about this just before coming on? We were kind of warm to a point, but not with the sizes we've been given.
Exactly, I was about to say that. We was aware that we'd be wearing these. We wasn't aware of sizes.
or lack of movement. Lack of movement in the material.
Briley, why did they focus in on you immediately in your gut?
Well, I think what they're saying is they're surprised the badge is not all mushy.
So Curbs, obviously, you know, he's still got 1,000 weeks left. So
he can't have.
Well, apparently, according to Curbs,
I lost a week last week.
You lost a week within a day last week. But looking well in the medium. It's a medium, isn't it?
I think it might be a small.
I've been told it's a medium. Liz, you've had to take every layer off. You've got nothing under that to get into that medium.
Yeah, if I don't speak much today, it's because of how tight this jump is.
Keep breathing, mate. Keep breathing. I've been given a small. I had to get the small, and I've kept the roll neck on as well.
That's got to be a little bit toasty under there, isn't it?
That's all right. I'm cool. I'm cool. So, what size is yours?
I'm a quadruple XL.
And you know what? He's not wrong. Listen, are we all ready for Christmas? What we got planned for Christmas? What are we doing? Curbs, start with you.
Well, I'm having my daughters with my son as well, with the grandkids and everything else, so it should be a bit lively. I should imagine we'll be woke up about 3 in the morning, you know, Christmas Day. Yeah. Not going to adhere to getting up at 7 o'clock or something like that. But
we don't have to get up early anymore, do you? You're grandparents now, so
that's it, yeah.
Liz, what are you up to?
Yeah, same for me. The boys will be all around the place training and that, so it will be a quiet house, at least up until probably 1, 2 o'clock, and then family always come to mine and drink and eat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brandog?
At my daughter's this year.
Oh, yeah.
First time away from the house. First one ever.
Am I right in thinking you normally cook?
I don't do the Christmas dinner.
Oh, okay.
No, I cook every day. But not a Christmas dinner. No. No. Maddie's got a twin sister, and her husband was a chef. So I get away with it Christmas Day. He comes in and he can't handle it. If you, he takes over. Yeah, which is great. But we're not with him this year.
Well?
No, that's me. That's me. Hoovering up as they go. Yeah.
My missus is Colombian, so we celebrate Christmas Eve as well as Christmas Day. So it's good fun for sure. And look, we did some filming, didn't we? At the meantime. In the O2, which was great fun on Friday. We can't reveal the content that we did film because that will be coming out in social media in due course. Although, Liz, there was a post-content quiz where you and I absolutely smashed it, didn't we? Do you remember?
Yeah. I think it was me. I think you first, me second, and Brownie came third.
He didn't get one, did he?
No, useless.
I allowed you to answer those ones because I battered you in the real quiz.
Did you?
Yeah, and they were Curbs' questions.
But there were still questions about, obviously, the knowledge of Charlton.
And I just
met me and Scotty, obviously.
I could sit back and just go, you two crack on. I battered you.
Okay, I've got to say, it was great fun, and we thank Meantime as well at the O2 because we had a great day, and we stayed probably a bit longer than we should have done, but that was really good fun. Never seen him so happy, by the way.
No,
honestly, ever.
Was it a free bar?
Well, it was a free bar, but actually just getting the questions right. Knowing that, well, anyway. Okay, welcome back all.
Not well done, no.
No. Curbs, good to see you as well after missing the last one. I hope you had a great holiday. We know you did as well. Charlotte Claus will be here later to drop off some presents. And Brownie, we do have a little bit of an early Christmas present for you, if that's okay. Because in the last show, you were a little bit mistreated, and we know that. And it was a little bit out of order because, you know, your red cards, and yet Liz's goal. So we felt that was a little bit wrong.
So what's this, the stretcher one?
No. Honestly, we felt it was wrong. It wasn't fair. So look, take a look at this because the production team have got something that some highlights that you'll quite. Hold on a second. Oh, apologies. No, this isn't you. This is me.
Is that you, Minto?
Oh right. I'm sorry.
That's a right joker as well.
Guys,
That's off the right peg.
It's off the right peg. Look at that. I think I was 18, 19 at that time as well.
Finish,
Do you like that?
Great finish.
Liz?
Yeah, you could see you knew what you was doing there.
And this one here, little 1-2 with Carlo.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
He's not going to shoot from there, though. He's not going to shoot from there, is he?
Pass the ball into the net. That's all you need to do.
Not much of a celebration, though, is this?
I didn't know how to celebrate at all.
His ankle's all right.
What do you think about that keeper there?
Oh dear.
They can't get down there, can they?
Good finish.
And then there's this one. This was actually my first ever goal in the first team against Millwall.
That was Willow, wasn't it?
Willow played it in.
Decent centre forward, Willow was.
Was you aiming for the near post?
I choose
that's
to,
hit the ground.
I choose to ignore that remark, Kevin Lisbie, because you know it was a great strike.
That was your good foot.
That was my good foot. Apologies, mate, because that was... Guys, in production, can we get this one right, please? Because, you know, obviously we feel a bit bad at what happened.
You don't ever feel bad for me,
let's
honestly.
I've been told we have got Brownie's compilation of goals. Okay, so let's take a look at this.
Let's have a little look.
Oh. Liz, what's this?
This shouldn't take long.
I think this is my
This shouldn't take 170 games up front, 5 goals.
Is this my free in the Premiership?
Hold on, is this the stat coming out? Are we getting the stat out?
This is the stat. Go on.
I am.
Just wait,
No. Listen, again, another keeper making it easy for you.
How do you make it
Oh dear, it's not like beating him from 40 yards, is it?
Do you know what's quite funny actually? So we're in rehearsals and I'm saying like, how long's my one? You know, how long's Brownie's one? How long's Liz's one? So mine's about 45 seconds, yours about 45 seconds, Liz is about 2 minutes 30. And someone in production, I won't name names, said, it's not as if we haven't seen it before.
Well, this is it.
Oh, honestly, we keep on hearing about it all the time.
Yeah,
don't we? But
sometimes you just got to enjoy good moments and anticipation.
Sniffer dog. Yeah, I like that.
Anticipation.
Talk about that all the time. It's
Good for the club.
On the move.
I wonder how happy Paolo was on the bench.
was he on the bench?
Well, it looked like it.
Yeah, he was. You put him.
Did you give him the curly finger?
I think he played the game before that, I think.
Yeah.
So,
No, seriously, have we come out with a stat? Because Liz, I'm not just saying it. We make fun of you, but how many players have scored a hat trick against Liverpool?
if I told you that, I'm going to be seen to.
Actually, you do know the answer to that, don't you? So
No, it wasn't. That wasn't the stat.
no. But the stat was.
moving on
So
to it.
I remember him
Right.
telling me
This is the one, isn't it?
6 is the
the
answer.
goal.
6 hat tricks against Liverpool, and this is at one of only for Charlton in the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
One of 2 Charlton Premier League hat tricks.
I'll take that. But it's more about the team guy than it is.
Is it though?
Not that.
How you normally talk. When we're not on air, you don't talk like that at all.
Not that day, it wasn't anyway.
You do not talk like that when we're off air.
Isn't it, wasn't it? Quiche, Parker,
Yeah.
Buchanan.
Yeah.
Some memories there, isn't it?
Actually, I've just been told we haven't got time now for your goals. So,
Some good lads in there. Everyone bar me and you.
Except Jews.
Proper team then.
Paolo, Kish.
No, hold on, that was worth a few quid.
Ben was in there, I think. Yeah. Fortune, great lad. Nothing.
okay, well, go on, play. We've got to watch it. Because we did feel bad. Go on, Brownie, talk us through him.
Well, I don't need to, do I? Look at that.
Who scored that?
That's Arsenal.
Yeah. Bailing the manager out again,
That's
Scotty.
the second time I've seen him smile.
Hey, bailing him out again.
Oh, look, it's
Where was that? Highbury as well.
Yeah, one of only 78 Charlton players to score at Highbury.
8 people scored that day.
And it was the 3rd best goal.
Is this the same one?
3rd best goal of the day.
Stop it.
Yeah, there weren't many, so we've got about 18 replays.
Well, I was just about to say about Lizzie's, there was a lot of replays in there. I didn't score very many, I must admit. I should have scored more goals.
To be fair though,
Who
Curbs,
did? Who's that? Wait, where's the ball?
Do you know what? What do you mean, where's the ball? Bottom
Sun was in
corner.
everybody's eyes, look.
Bottom corner.
People couldn't see it.
I think I was watching that. I remember watching
They were
that.
top that day. They were, Bradford, I think.
Favourite?
Oh, probably the volley against Wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, it came out. Our volley technique was miles better than anything you've seen here.
It was interesting. You said Bradford were top of the league. How about Arsenal? Where were they?
He must have been
That was a 2004 mob, wasn't it?
No, I didn't. I'd gone by then. 2000?
Not the Invincibles, though, was it? Obviously.
No, that came off. I did it.
Okay, so you feel okay now? Feel
I
happy?
don't feel any better or worse than I was before or after it.
Always
You can, you can take the mickey out of me. You know you can. That side of it's water for ducks back. But it's nice to see a couple of goals here.
It certainly is. And final one on that, Liz. To be fair, he complimented you on your goals in the last month. Do you want to say anything at all about his goals?
Yeah, good goals.
Yeah,
Brownie knows what I think of him. He knows what I think of him. Years of abuse.
Moving swiftly on. Okay, let's get up to date then. And since our last show, we had lost 4 before drawing at the weekend. At the end of that show, I had said, look, we've got some really difficult games coming up. And Liz, to be fair, I wasn't wrong, was I? They were tough on paper, tough on grass.
Yeah, I think I had us down to win. I think the next home game, I can't remember who that was. And I felt we needed to win that.
Southampton was the next one after Wrexham that we did, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought we had one before Southampton. Yeah, I felt we needed to obviously start off well after that. Obviously, that busy and hard schedule, and unfortunately, I think we conceded 4 in the first 15 minutes of that period, and the month sort of continued down that way. And yeah, it's been a difficult month, and we all said that it would be, but it's now about how we bounce back again.
How much can we say that injuries played a part, Brownie?
Oh, I think you can definitely say they played a part. And it's not just, I think I've been to a few other games over the course of the last couple of weeks where the managers are saying the same thing. I think all squads are stretched at this time of year, or it seems that way anyway. But I think the crucial bit is where. You've had 2 wing-backs go down who offer, in terms of Josh Edwards offers, stability in that position. You lose him and you put your centre-half out there, who's then equally doing a good job. He goes down as well, and I think that's had a big impact. I think if they were spread out across the pitch a little bit more, that would be fine. But you had 2 centre-forwards go down as well. One hasn't even kicked a ball this year, and then, our signing over the summer has gone down as well. So you've got 2 centre-forwards, 2 really good centre-forwards out, 2 wing-backs effectively out, and that's crucial, that you're losing your backup one as well, and that's harsh. But yeah, it's definitely played a part, that's for sure. We were very strong, I thought, up until the point we had those injuries, and they all come within sort of like a month of each other.
How difficult is it, Curbs, to juggle things around when there are so many injuries?
Yeah, and I think that we can't take that away from the lack of results. The team has changed at the back and up top. I looked at the game on Saturday, and Miles is still struggling to get back to where he was. And at the back, we're not as secure. I think we looked very, very strong defensively, and if we scored, then it was going to be at least a draw, or we was going to win. But we just played the Coventries, the Middlesbroughs, who were top and second, and Birmingham at the weekend. Other sides that are very, very strong. So I think hopefully the up and coming fixtures now we can win a few points and stabilise it a little bit. I think we got. I don't know if we got carried away, but I think 1 or 2 people might got carried away 4 or 5 games ago, looking at the Premier League. And as a newly promoted side, the aim is really to stay in this league. I know it sounds a little bit defeatist, or you're not going for it, but I think that is the main aim. That we're a newly promoted side. I don't think people should forget that. Look at the newly promoted sides in the Premier League, how tough it is for them. This, as I'm looking at the fixtures and I'm looking at the stadiums and looking at the teams, this is a Premier League 2. Just not in name. You look at the teams that we've been playing, I just said them: Middlesbrough, Stoke, Birmingham, Leicester, Coventry, Portsmouth, Southampton, fantastic stadiums, fantastic support, and as I say, it could be named Premier League 2. I know the Championship wouldn't like that, but you could call it the Premier League 2.
Yeah, I've said on and off air quite a few times that even when we had that great start to the season, we were in the top 6. It's like still, just let us stay up and hopefully no flirting with the relegation.
50 points, is it?
Yeah, that's what they say.
He used to come in and do the bonuses, so if we got to 50
They
points...
should get a nice tidy one if they start this year.
Well, 50 points.
I think,
50 points.
No, I think it's sometimes a little bit less, but I think you have to say as well that budget-wise, that plays a huge part in terms of how you can have strength in depth. You know, and if you look at the two sides that came up with us, which is why you can say we're the ones that stabilise, is because they've spent an absolute fortune. You know, and they've spent a fortune to probably go for it again as quick as they can. We've taken off a slightly different model than that. So, you know, I think that should allow us to not be under anywhere near the pressure, say, Birmingham and Wrexham are.
It's a difficult league as well, the Championship, isn't it? As much as we speak about the teams we're playing against, and you start winning a few games like we did, teams start showing you a little bit more respect. They start setting up a little bit differently, approach the game a little bit differently, and you got to cope with that. And as Brownie said, once you start losing 2 or 3 of your key players, the whole dynamic changes, and then you start losing the games on top of that, and then the form goes out the window.
Not being negative, but you know, you go into every game now, you're not thinking, "Bro, we're going to walk this. This is going to be easy." Every game's going to be tough. You know, even the teams that are down the bottom, there's no easy games.
We'll come on to the fixtures coming up a little bit later on. Let's talk about the Birmingham game then. Both of you were there. Who wants to go first in terms of what they saw?
Stevie Brownie
I was probably in a slightly more sober state. I wasn't in hospitality.
I was driving.
Getting fed pink champagne all the time.
Look, I think
There's
it is.
only one person drinking
yeah.
pink champagne on my table.
She drank a lot of it, didn't she, Curbs? Yeah. Yeah, I think they were good value first half. I mean, that is just an incredible header. I mean, you could swing that in, couldn't you, in training 20 times. He's not putting it in that spot.
So far away.
Yeah, he's not putting in that spot again. It was just perfectly timed. The direction was outstanding. But they were good value first half. They hit the post and they had that opportunity. They did have offer other opportunities. This was our one big one. I did think they went a little complacent, got a little bit casual on it, and you know, I think they got their goal and thought, right, job done almost. You know, because their home form is outstanding. You have to take into consideration that it's a League One campaign as well. But they gave us that opportunity there, and we could have squared it. But yeah, I mean, I thought on the balance of the first half, they thoroughly deserved their one goal lead. But I thought we showed a bit of grit, determination, and character second half. Really gave it a good go.
Curbs, how important was it to go there and not lose after the streak we've been on?
Yeah, I think that also the way we went about it as well. I know we're playing away to Birmingham, big club, etc. But as Bernie said, we started off a bit shaky, but as the game went on, we well and truly held our own and might have nicked it in the end. I think that, you know, to go to Birmingham and get the point, you'll take that.
Liz, what were you like as a player you want to be able to remember or too many losing streaks, but did it affect you too much or not?
No. Yeah, confidence is massive in football, and everyone speaks about it. Your ability to overcome the bad times is so important when you're a professional. And these boys they should be big enough and strong enough to overcome this. And also, I'm sure they would have appreciated how hard this league is and what it was going to be like during the season.
I'll tell you as well though, our fans were fantastic. You know, I was sitting with some Birmingham people and they're going, "I'll get your fans, I'll get your fans." All day they were singing. And I think, yeah, every now we've got to give them some credit. They've gone up to Birmingham on the back of the results we've had and really got behind the team.
And off the back of some other long journeys, Coventry, Stoke, plus that one. And then you look at that dynamic there. Gray's at the post, he's at the bar, and he was their best player. Look at how much they've spent on him. Look how much they've spent on Stansfield. You know, that's why they have this is why they have these players where we must take stock of where we're at and the expectation levels of this football club at this moment in time, because they're in the same league as us last year, and they've got a strength in depth that's far superior to us, just because financially they've spent quadruple the money. Yeah. You have to take that into account.
I'm glad when TC scored, I'm glad the teammates sort of ushered him back to the fans, because as Branny and Curb said, they've gone there to support a team who have been losing the last 5 games. And not because you've not been doing well that you don't celebrate with the fans. That moment is for him and the fans that have travelled up and down the country.
So next up, it's Oxford here at the Valley at the weekends. We'll talk generally a little bit later on about the group of games and teams that we're playing. But in terms of Oxford and Saturday as well, they're in the relegation zone, 5 points behind us. How important is this game?
And they had a bad result for the weekend, didn't they? And I think, I think I did say earlier, probably contradicts myself, there's no easy games, etc, etc. And you know, you don't really know how they're going to go, but this is a must-win game for us. It will just stabilise us and put us in mid-table, I think. Whereas I think we've gone from 7th to 7th from bottom in this run Just need to put a couple of results together, and we end up in the middle of the table. And you know, when the window opens up, that makes you a little bit more attractive to you know, if you're going to get people in on loan or whatever.
The only thing I say to when you have a difficult run of games and then you're looking ahead to an easier on paper run of games, it's like, yeah, but okay, you've not done well there. Everyone's expecting you to do well there, but your confidence is low. You're not in a particularly great place. And now suddenly the pressure is on. As a manager, how do you try and deflect that pressure off players?
You try your hardest, but you know, the pressure's on the manager as well, isn't it? You know, because we know what a run of bad results can do, whoever you are. And I think that the players have realised that this is a real tough league. We might have had a real, you know, a nice start, and perhaps everyone's going, cool, this ain't bad, you know. And now we've had a reality check. I think that's what we can call it. We've had a reality check. It's a tough league. And as I said earlier, I think for me, maybe not what people think, but it's a matter of staying in this league.
Yeah.
As a newly promoted team, staying in this league and making us more attractive either next summer when you know, the real business is done.
Absolutely. The amount of time we've spent in the third tier, it's all about trying to consolidate this particular season. If you can, please try and get down here at the Valley. It is, of course, Oxford at home for what is a really important game. Tickets are available now at the club's ticketing website, and hopefully Nathan and co will be able to serve up the perfect Christmas present. Okay, well now we're going to go back into the archives again, go back to 1997 when it was a Charlton versus Oxford game. Let's take a look, shall we? Firstly, does anyone remember this game?
No. But that's Stevie Jones, yeah.
Stevie Jones. He scores the first one, and a recently signed Clive Mendonca put us 2 up as well. I mean, Curbs, you must have been rubbing your hands at that particular moment.
No, not until the 90th minute.
Is it 2-2?
No.
3-1, is it?
Kevin Nichols, that
Could
was.
be.
Was that there? Was
Yeah,
that-
I remember this game.
Was that Kevin Nichols?
Why do you remember
I
this?
should remember. It was my first ever goal, wasn't it, for Charlton? That was absolutely ridiculous, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
It's ridiculous.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's have a little
No, it's a great finish, brother. I'm just saying it's ridiculous that I didn't remember this game. Because I tell my kids about it all the time.
Who's he got
Well,
away
that's
from
why I
there?
did throw it out there. Does anyone remember?
Yeah, 3-2, wasn't it?
Who is that?
Keith Jones.
There we go.
He's coming back, Keithy. He's going to have a
There you
little
go.
visit. Oh, it's a good
Is
finish.
it?
It was a good
He's
fun.
back on the, yeah, he's back. We've got him visiting on the, hopefully on the 1st of January.
Yeah, remember that like it was
He'll never
yesterday.
tuck his shirt in, would he?
Nah, couldn't make me either. Just concentrate, Brownie. There you go. Can I get that after as well, please? I haven't got that. First ever goal for Charlton.
Good strikes. We've seen my first ever goal. We've seen your first ever goal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God, who was that? Petters.
He saves it, doesn't he? Am I right? No, doesn't.
Special moment though for you, Liz?
Yeah, I remember it. It was like it was yesterday. I mean, the first time the fans really got behind me as well, and I know they love their own down here. And I think me, Kevin Nichols was there.
Yeah,
We have so many, even Fortune as well, Scotty, Paul, that came through around about that time. So yeah, special times.
Okay, well, talking of scoring goals, Tyrese Campbell got off the mark for the season on Saturday, netting his first championship goal. And I mean, Liz, again, I stay with you. How pleased will he be to have scored that and got off the mark?
Yeah, he didn't look pleased, did he? But look, I'm sure he's not had the best of times, and he's still a young boy. He's still learning the game. I always say to my boys, like, just get the season underneath your belt, develop, improve, and see how it goes. It's not about the goals for him. I think it's about understanding the league, and I think to get his first goal, I think it'll be massive for him. He works really hard for the team, really dynamic in the way he plays. Just needs to add a little bit more goals now, and I'm sure, hopefully, this is the start of many.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say it's not about the goals, and a striker saying it's not about the goals.
Yeah.
He's
Look,
not a typical number 9. I know,
nah,
but
he's not a number 9 though, is he? He's more of a wing stroke striker, isn't he? So I mean, his job's not necessarily to score 15 goals a season, but maybe to supply and grab a few here and there.
what have you made of him so far this season, and where can he improve?
Well, he needs more goals, that's for sure. He was on 0, and that's great to see him get off the mark. I think he is a confidence player. I think when he's got the fullback in a bit of trouble pace-wise, you'll see him go and go again. And unfortunately, it goes the other way a little bit. If the fullback shows he's got him covered off for pace, it's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, look, we have to remember, you've made a jump from League One to the Championship, and you're a kid starting every week, and there is a little bit of pressure on that, and the shoulders, sometimes get weighed down a little bit when you're playing every week and you go through a little bit of a poor patch. We've got to support him, make sure we support him as well as we can, and give him the right feedback when it's not going so well. But what I would say about Tyrese is, he is first on the team sheet in terms of, and the one time I think we left him out, we did not quite look the same on that side of the pitch, because it is an unusual little spot he's got over there. He's allowed to drift, but by and large he's inside left, dropping off the striker and then attacking 1v1 down that left-hand side as much as he can. But he's just, from a statistical point of view, he's got to start getting the assists and the goals up. If you're going to play in that front position, that's something that you're going to be judged on. So he's got to somehow find a way. I think even if you just make sure you're getting 20 crosses in a game, 5 shots, you've got to try and find a way of nudging those stats up.
I just think, as Bradley just said, I spoke about goals. I think he's got to get more assists. I really do. With the ability he has to get up the pitch and get in certain areas, I think he's got the gift there. He can actually should be squaring people in for tap-ins and getting beyond defenders. So not necessarily the amount of goals he scores he's going to be judged on, but I think he should be getting at least, 10 assists this season.
Yeah, if you can hit double figures in
Yeah.
those type of things, or goal involvements even.
Yeah.
Okay, from one academy graduate to another, Corey Anderson as well. He got man of the match at the weekend, as voted by our supporters.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Certainly up there, without any shadow of a doubt. You know what my memory's like, Scotty.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
48 hours.
That's a long, long time ago. There's a lot happened since then. But I've had a good 2 dinners since then, Scotty. Wash up, dry up. He put in a very good performance, to be fair. And I think he was brought back because there's an energy to him. There's a steeliness to him. He might not have the Klaus Jensen, craft and guile, but he has got that little bit between his teeth when you're away at a difficult place. He does shut down. I think he came on sub here at half time, and what was the first thing that happened in the first 30 seconds second half, he nailed one of the opponents and it got the biggest cheer of the night. And the ball came free, and I think Doc had come on, nailed the second one as well. And sometimes that's all fans need to see. They need a little bit of that resolve and character, that you're going to go toe to toe with the opposition, and you're not always going to be the best and you might lose, but you've got to show a willing. And Karoy, does that in absolute bundles.
Final one to you, Curbs, and I'm not asking specifically here, so I'm combining the two, and other academy graduates as well. The lads that come through the ranks and want to really make an impression, maybe not immediately are doing that or naturally so, but you see the talent they've got. How do you get the best out of them?
Well, it is difficult when you're not going so well to play kids, as we know, because there's so much at stake. But I think we've got a tradition here, got a history that, if you're good enough, you'll be put in. And I think that's gone on for some time now. And I think Nathan's in the same mood. Although the results haven't gone for us over the last couple of months, if you like. If he thinks a youngster should be playing, then, and I think that keeps everybody in the squad on their toes. And I think there's a little bit of belief that, if I'm doing it in training, if I'm looking the part, I've got a chance of playing. There's nothing worse than people in training thinking, I'm never going to get a chance, I'm never going to get a chance. It just brings everybody down. If you think that if I train properly and conduct myself properly, I've got a chance of getting back in the team, then that's fine.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break now. When we come back, Charlotte Claus will have come off the bench for Liz. And we're back in the room. Welcome back.
Nervous.
Feeling nervous?
Nervous, yeah. It could be multiple things on my front. Could be a new wardrobe, couldn't it?
Well, yeah, that would
Oh,
cost
I was
a lot.
expecting a wardrobe
Yeah,
to
the
win.
budget-
me.
so much
the budget
Charlotte
only
Claus.
goes
I was
so far,
expecting-
Brownie.
That's made a terrific
I
improvement.
know. Honestly, I'll be the only
He'll
one
wear
wearing
that in
it
July.
Why are we wearing it?
Charlotte, anyway, lovely to see you.
So good to be back with you guys.
I don't want to say that it's a great substitution, but it's a great substitution.
Come on.
Liz is on the sidelines there, I'm just saying it's horrible. You've come bearing gifts, I do believe. What have you got?
Oh, where should I start?
I don't know, we're all nervous.
No, you shouldn't be. I have selected these. I've gone and into the Valley Superstore where there are so many great
And a
little
lot
bits
of
and
thought has
pieces.
gone into it.
A lot of thought has gone into it. So Brownie and I travelled to the Birmingham game together, didn't we? And on the way back, we stopped off at the service stations, and it just reminded me of the importance. For Brownie to be at peak performance, he has to be well fed. So, don't you ever feel like you can't travel on the road without being fully stocked and fully prepared. This is your Charlton Athletic lunchbox.
Oh, that is exactly what
It will
I
keep
need.
those yellow label M&S bits nice and cool.
Who's this for?
Oh, well,
Jumping ahead.
yeah, I know. He's ruining all the surprises
Just accept
here.
the gift
No,
you're
I'm-
given.
I'm so chuffed. You can imagine what it's like Christmas Day for me, can't you?
No.
That's
else
not what I
have I got?
wanted,
Okay,
kids.
okay.
I didn't ask for that.
I've seen the size of these sandwiches. I won't fit in there.
And this one is for Kev
Yeah,
because
that won't fit his sandwich box, by the way. But anyway,
just the
yeah.
additional sack. So I know Kev had
Yeah,
to
Kev.
fight long and hard for his access pass to the Valley. So I don't ever want him to be without it. So Kev, here is your Charlton Athletic lanyard.
Is that what I'm saying? Who are you?
We'll
Exactly.
bring this back,
Does it come with
we'll touch on
Does
that.
it come with a video of him scoring his hat trick that he has to show?
Curbs, I got Curbs 2 presents because
Oh, there
you are King Curbs.
All right.
Now, I know you love your grandchildren,
Yeah.
but I thought you might want something where you can maybe take a few moments away for yourself,
Good thinking.
but also bring them in to help you. So here
Yeah.
is the Charlton Athletic 1,000 piece puzzle
Oh no, I've just seen
to
that.
keep you
I've just seen
occupied.
that, 1,000 pieces.
Now-
Last said there's one for 5,000 as well to keep him even more quiet a longer time.
And there are some really good golf bits in the club shop as well. So I thought maybe this could be a communal present, but I'm going to hand it to Curbs for when you do your rounds of golf where the weather isn't so good.
Okay.
You've got a nice Charlton Athletic branded jumper.
Very good.
Now, Scotty, I hope you like this because I notice on social media when you're not working and you do work a lot, you work incredibly hard, you like to take your pooches out for a walk.
I do.
So I don't want your pooches to go cold or chilly in these
Oh,
months.
that's amazing.
I wasn't sure how many you have, so I can always pick you up
Two.
another one. But
Two
okay,
cockapoos.
this is for your cockapoos.
Oh, lovely.
So they stay
That would do the
nice
big one.
and warm and
yeah.
Charlton
Can we
Athletic.
ask what their names are? I bet there's something fancy.
One is called manchas. So
Spanish,
manchas is Spanish for patches.
Right, I thought it
So
was
it was the only one in the litter that had a patch. That's the Columbia Misses for you, you know.
Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
one's Pixie.
I thought the other one might have been Bert or something.
I did want Dave, he said no.
And this is a good sharer, but every Charlton Athletic fan needs this. This is a brilliant picture book from the 2024-25 season. So brilliant for Christmas and New Year. It's got some really amazing stats. I know you all love a stat, but the pictures as well from what was just like the most remarkable year of football. So Brownie, I'll give that to you because you'll have the trip to Norwich as well on Boxing Day where you're travelling. So
Still looking for a lift.
yeah, I got some bits for myself, but I'm going to wear them on match day, so supporters can wait.
He's looking for a
Can't show
lift.
us.
I can show you.
He's
I'll
looking
show
for a
you.
lift and a meal.
Yeah, exactly. I have to make sure I look after him. So this is
Come on,
one.
let's tell everyone what more the club shop has.
Yeah, this is what I'm planning to wear on Saturday for our last. This is a really nice sort of athletic leisure jacket. So I'm going to be wearing that on my match days now. It's got some matching leggings, so I will look the part
Lovely.
in my position on match day. I don't know why that brings a chuckle out of you, Brownie.
My grandson went to the shop in Blue Water, was it?
Oh yeah. So we still got our shop in Blue
He's
Water.
bought a shirt. He bought a shirt. I went. I could have got that. No, but look at this new. He's got the blue away kit.
Nice.
Looks smart.
Nice. No, it's always lovely when you walk past that in Blue Water. It's always good to see the
Brilliant.
Charlton Athletic crest. So I hope you're all relatively happy. I want to
Yeah.
see that lunchbox in use.
Well, Norwich,
There
away.
you go. You can put your mince pies in there.
My Greg's mince pies that I
Greg's
bought.
mince pies.
He'll only be able to fit the first 8 of his mince pies in there, but I'm sure he can do that. Charlotte, thank you very much indeed. And as was mentioned there, not just at the Valley, but Blue Water. So if you do pop down there and try and get some Charlton merchandise, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Charlotte, also as well, tell us a little bit about what it means to be Charlton project that you've been working on.
Yes, this is a really, really special project. I think it was inspired by our road to Wembley, and we've got an incredibly talented media team here who probably don't get as much praise as they should, especially after what has been such a difficult week. But the videographer in the team, Dylan, came up with this idea of really wanting to tell the stories of Charlton Athletic supporters. So we have a 3-part series coming out. The first one has already been released, and it portrays a match day from the lens of a supporter, but also tells the story of how they became Charlton Athletic fans, the sort of lineage of how it's run through their family. And the first episode that came out was lovely. It was a really magical piece, and between a father and son duo, and we've got even more to come. They're just a really great watch, and they're everything that we associate Charlton Athletic with being about as a football club.
Birmingham a mention for their programme
Yeah,
on
really
Saturday.
classy, weren't they?
Yeah, full
Yeah.
page. Yeah, it's good.
Very nice. Well, look, I mean, it sounds brilliant. Let's take a look at the trailer.
To make memories at a club like this is phenomenal. It's like being in a family, and it's just something you can't quite describe other than that, really. I think it's amazing.
Supporting Charlton with my dad makes me feel very happy.
I think the proudest moment that we've shared, I think, is the semi-final, and to be there and experience the vibes in the stadium, and it's needles on the back of your neck. It's like, wow.
Shoot!
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? And the next couple of episodes are out soon, did you say?
Yes, we've got them plotted throughout the festive period. So supporters, if you haven't already, subscribe to YouTube. You'll see them land on the socials as well. And they're really, really brilliant. We've got one with a young supporter called Emre planned, and then Helen and Nigel, a married couple who have supported Charlton Athletic through the highs, the lows, and everything in between. You're going to really sort of fall in love with their story as much as you've kind of fallen in love with the football club. It's really nice.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to that already. Now that campaign highlights some of our most loyal supporters, and sadly last weekend we lost one of our own in tragic circumstances. Legendary supporter Norman Barker fell ill at the Valley last Saturday and later died in hospital. On Tuesday, the Valley paid tribute to Headphones Norm.
Charlton Athletic lost one of our own, Norman Barker, one of our most loyal and recognisable supporters. Headphones Norm, as he was affectionately known, was a constant presence home and away at Charlton matches for 40 years, and his outstanding support was recognised earlier this year as he was presented with the Colin Cameron Supporter of the Year award. Norm will forever be an addict, and everyone associated with the club are devastated by this sudden loss. We now ask that everyone turns their attention to the big screen as we play a video of Norm speaking about the club he loved. Following the video, we invite everyone to take part in a period of applause in celebration of Norm's life, which will end on the referee's whistle. Thank you.
I am Norman Barker. I have been a season ticket holder now for 35 years. Charlton, it's a way of life for me. I never knew it existed until I moved down here to the UK. I didn't realise the place was so close and doing the Minto down here all the time. I don't used to come down here and get the football. It's like we got stuck out the middle with the football, the crowd, the noise and the fans. Just take us around it. We want to get out of every one. I think the first thing we go is just enjoy it. You didn't realise this place was so close as well. So, yeah. But it's sort of the same people for over 20 years. It's like a second family. I'm from home. When we're in the band on Saturday afternoon, I've got to do it. Those couple of hours we have up there on the bar, and I don't think I'll stop this the football alone has really got up and it's been entertaining. So I would suggest come down and have a look. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, a truly wonderful tribute for sure. Charlotte, you were pitch side Saturday, of course. Incredibly emotional.
It was, and I think firstly credit to the supporters around Norm at the time who raised the alarm. It, you know, in front around 18,000 people, it's hard to do that, but people reacted quickly, and it will live with me really, just sort of hearing the chants from the Charlton fans and the way the medical staff reacted so quickly and did absolutely everything that they could. It's beyond the sort of anything you could ever conceive of happening at a football game. And rather cruelly, ironically, I was actually at Fratton Park when it happened to the Portsmouth fan as well. And I thought the way that the Charlton Athletic fans behaved and the subsequent outpouring of love and tributes, not just from around SE7 but wider afield, brought the whole game together. And the way that Norm was honoured at that match against Middlesbrough, I mean, watching it there just kind of, you know, really brings kind of your hairs on edge. And there was a really lovely moment as well. I remember interviewing Norm at Southend in the FA Cup, because Norm travelled many, many miles here, there and everywhere supporting the team. And just in one of our pre-match interviews, and he spoke about how desperate he was to see the team get one of the big boys in round 3. So to then, just a few days afterwards, get that draw against Chelsea felt like a really fitting tribute. And I like to think, I posted on social media, I was like, up in that covered end in the sky, he's pulled a few strings for us, and it just felt like a really nice, warm, uplifting moment in a really dark, tough period for the football club.
Yeah, he'll be watching from above, I'm pretty sure, and cheering on as well in that particular game. But Brownie, I mean, Charlotte's mentioned there about the outpouring of the love from the football community. I mean, it's one thing, and there's not many that have the charisma to actually make such an impact within a football club, but for the whole footballing community, because, you know, Curbs was saying about Birmingham, and you wanted to touch on Middlesbrough as well.
Middlesbrough, I thought they were absolutely outstanding on the night that we paid tribute. I think our fans react how they do. We're particularly good in a crisis, as has been shown over the decades. And they show up in numbers and in generosity. And there was a flag shown during that. It was done overnight, I think, or presented to the club the next day to make sure that it could get to the game on the Tuesday. And I think that was on Norman's seat. But it takes two, and we had an away following that night in Middlesbrough, who I thought were just incredible how they responded as well. So I think from one club to another, thanks to them, I thought they were absolutely terrific. But our fans always react in the right manner under difficult circumstances, always have done.
Yeah, well, we truly wish Norm's family and friends all the very best for sure in what are very, very difficult circumstances. But Charlotte, while we got you here, we want to touch on the women's side as well, which obviously the season is going fantastically well. There will be a tribute paid to Norman ahead of the FA Cup game against, it was against Watford. But just how well have the women's side been playing under Karen this season?
I think you run out of superlatives really to describe the job that Karen Hills has done to have that points cushion at the top of the WSL2, such a competitive division, but also an incredibly well-resourced league as well. She's built such a cohesive team. Lots of similarities actually to the way Nathan Jones sets up his team. Very defensively solid, a very commanding, calm goalkeeper. They take their moments, they take them well. And even if perhaps there might be times where they're running on a little bit of empty, team spirit gets them over the line, and they've been absolutely fantastic in the league, but also in the FA Cup. You mentioned the game against Watford. Didn't get off to the start they would have liked in that game, but were able to claw their way back into it and to progress into the FA Cup, which again, like the men's game, for a women's team to progress deep into that competition, you get the rewards, you get the exposure. Brilliant. And they have been absolutely fantastic. And playing here at the Valley, we speak about it all the time. That's been a real catalyst for them. And I think if we can get behind them, a double header at home this weekend, come watch the men's team on Saturday and come and support those girls, because they really do deserve it.
Yeah, and conceding 4 goals in 10 league games, you'd be proud of that, Brandy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, it's what's got them where they are, actually. Yeah, they've been They've been very good defensively from start to now. And I think they've slowly built every year. You know, I think that's been the plan. There's been lots of players come and go over each summer, but every year there's been a slight improvement. And this year it looks like Karen's got it absolutely spot on. They're very, very difficult to break down.
Who have been the key players for you, Charlotte?
Oh, goodness, I think that's a really good question. When you go a whole calendar year unbeaten, it is a squad effort. But in terms of picking out some individuals, I think the goalkeeper, Sophie Whitehouse, is everything you would want in a goalkeeper. She's cool under pressure, but she's commanding in big moments. The away game at Newcastle, she pulled off some very, very big saves. She earned her first international cap for the Republic of Ireland recently, so it's always brilliant when you see one of your own, a Charlton player, getting that recognition on the international stage. Brownie, I think you'd love some of our defenders. Charlotte Newsham, Jodie Hutton, both have been nominated and recognised by the league for their performances. Newsham, really reliable in defence, but chips in with an assist or two. Jodie Hutton, you've seen a number of her free kicks in the Goals of the Month competition. She's a really quality player, and also has spoken really openly in the media this season about having some conversations with Karen and her coaching staff about the mental side of the game. It was sort of in a really dark, difficult place, but has overcome that and done so well. And you have to mention Katie Bradley, scores so many important goals. She's a big player in big moments, takes the penalties, but also in open play, scored in the game against Watford, and just adds that little bit of pedigree and finesse in the final third, which is so important.
Well, you said it was a squad game. You've named about 15 players
I know,
there. No, I'm
I
joking.
know.
I'm joking.
I have to give them their praise.
And the other thing is, I have a vote, because I'm on the League Managers Committee, I have a vote for Manager of the Month and Goal of the Month and whatever. And every time I vote for Cameron, I have to put in brackets, this is not favouritism. Have a look at the results.
Season, isn't it?
Have a look at the results.
I mean, Curbs, I just ask you actually, you know, 5 points clear of second and third. Does it feel that this year is the year?
Well, when you get that sort of gap, it gives you a little bit of breathing space, doesn't it? You know, you can have a couple of bad results, win the next one and stay where you are. And so it's a nice position to be in. Yeah. Don't get too carried away now. You've got to get over the thing, but it gives you they've done fantastically well.
Well, as Charlotte was saying, if you can, please try and get to the Valley. What a weekend it could be. Tickets start for the game against Forest at just £7 for adults, and with under 18s at just £2, it is great for a family day out watching the table-topping Addicts right now. Charlotte, thank you very much for the presents. We really appreciate it.
You're
That's
welcome.
true,
I bring the festive cheer naturally. I've got the red glitter now, so that's all the girl needs.
Well, Charlotte Claus has just bought the gifts. She doesn't wear the gifts. Anyway, well, not right now anyway. You've left one for Liz as well. We're going to have a look at Goal of the Month. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to Charlotte and we have to bring Liz back off the bench. See you in a minute.
Coventry first to it, ball forward looking for Kelman, and we'll find Kelman apparent to Charlie Kelman! Gets his first Charlton goal, and what a start to the second half for Nathan Jones and his side.
Low one, really clear by Grant. Picked up by Carey. He almost got caught in possession, but he's made room for himself. Takes a shot, deflected, and it's got in! Stunning Carey! Deflected effort! Sends it forward towards the edge of the Coventry City penalty area. So flick on from Jones, it might drop Campbell's way, it does. Can he get a shot away? Campbell, he does. Second shot comes in, and it's there! The Addicts and Nibs have opened the scoring after 12 minutes.
Okay, look, before, I mean, I don't know why this month, but you've been given the actual,
I did it last month,
the
and
solo.
I got it 10 minutes before. I had to make that decision in 10 minutes. That's how
How
quick.
many minutes you
That's
said?
how late
Just-
I got the quiz. I don't
minutes?
look because I know you're all going to vote a different goal than mine. That's why, so I'm getting defensive.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
You getting defensive?
Right, first of all, Liz, who do you think he's gone for? Who, better said, who would you have gone for?
Ed Thomas, something I'm going for. I don't know who Brownie's going to go for. I ain't got a clue. But that's for me.
Curbs, any particular one you fancied?
Yeah,
or?
Ed Thomas, because you've seen so many goals, and I'm so pleased with goalkeepers. Think they're outfield players, and they, you've seen so many goals like that in the Premier League as well. So I'm going for that.
For what it's worth, can I give you my?
Of course you
vote?
can.
I'd have gone for Ed Thomas.
Yeah.
Okay,
So he's obviously not.
So he's obviously. And the winner is.
Come on, Stevie Brownie.
Oh, show it.
What do you mean show it?
Well, you got to say.
Well, it's
who
Rain in
first.
Richmond, isn't it? It was a left footer, top corner, Rain in Richmond. And I don't like the goal from the halfway line because if you want to show it again, when it gets nicked by Ed, he's on the halfway line, right? He runs 10 yards of it to the bottom of the centre circle. This is the one that you all voted for, so you don't even know you voted for, right? Gets to the bottom of the centre circle, right? Watch. Keeper's look. He's 19 yards out.
Yeah.
He picks up on the halfway line.
Yeah.
He's 18 yards out.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, what? But it's a hard.
And it's the bottom of the net. It's a brilliant strike. It's opportunist, but the other lad's taken on a player.
The keeper still wouldn't
He
have got
wouldn't
it.
have got it. He wouldn't have got it.
you're
And
talking-
to
you're-
see
no,
it
no,
and
no.
then to execute it in
Fine.
the way that he
Exactly.
did,
It's not
it's
negative.
guaranteed winner.
No,
But Ed's really sorry, by the way, Ed. You haven't got it, so we apologise on Brownie's
It's a
behalf.
great
Look,
finish.
see, we're talking about the goal. You're talking about the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's two different things.
Yeah, but that makes it easier for the shot.
As Curb said, the keeper wouldn't even
The
got
one
it,
I
even if it was
give,
10 years
he's
further.
dropped a
So
shoulder
who have you given it
inside
to?
on left.
Show Brownie's one.
Said it
Can
4
we play that
times.
then, please?
Drops his shoulder onto the left-hand side, beats the defender, rockets it past the keeper before he even moves. Keeper's in the goal, by the way.
It's coming.
There we go.
Oh, now there is a
I
wind-up.
told you, didn't I?
Not Ed's, we've just
The
seen that.
keeper's not going to get there.
That's a good finish.
Yeah, it's a good finish, but I mean, he's 19 yards out.
Yeah, but again, Curbs has nailed it. It doesn't matter if he was 10 yards further back, he ain't getting there.
Anyway,
To see it, execute it, and put it in there is
3-1,
brilliant.
but we still lost, haven't we?
We have. We have.
And the solution, because obviously I don't like to make excuses, I've made my decision. The solution is you guys pick the next one. And then I can sit here and rip it apart.
Can we see it? No, we can't see it. We can't see it.
Honestly, it's an absolute Jackie Brambles from start to finish. If you're going to pull me out and dig me out, at least show the goal and get it right.
picked the
Even
one.
production
What is
saying
it?
no.
This is as
He's
bad.
wrong.
This is as bad as me getting it 10 minutes before I have to make the decision. You've got a week to send me it. The whole thing from start to finish needs pulling apart.
Okay. Anyway, should we swiftly move on? Ed, you
Well, I'm
didn't
going
get it,
down,
but it's
I'm
well
going down with everyone.
You're bringing everyone down. By the
Right,
way,
home and all.
how your vote is worth more than 3 of ours, we'll have to have a word with the club after
again,
that.
solution is stop sending it to me. I'm a centre half. What do I know about scoring goals? Seriously.
Let's quickly move on, shall we, from Christmas to January. Bradley, listen.
I better make it how it is because they all think, oh, he's big. No, that's how we are.
No, he's
Of
only
course we
joking.
are. We love it. We love you. So let's go a little bit further than Christmas as well in terms of January. We talked about how we started really well. We've gone down. There's some big games coming up. What would Nathan be wanting? Whether it's just obviously just after Christmas, not at Christmas, but during the window. Where do we need to improve on if we can bring anybody in? Because it's a horrible window in many respects.
Yeah, and I don't think it's like if you're looking desperate, it's a window that gets worse for you. So, and clubs know that. I mean, Curbs will be able to tell you that. He's been in the situations where maybe you've needed a player in the past and people know you need that player. People are going to hold you at ransom, aren't they?
I think at the moment, with the injuries, to two centre forwards, is it?
Yeah, and you've got
And
two
two
wing
centre
backs.
backs.
You know, we're playing players out of position in the wing back position, or then it's not their number
I
one
think not
spot.
knowing how far some of them are away from coming back. But if I was Nathan, I'd probably go for one of each. He's definitely got to go for someone up top because if Miles gets injured at the moment, I think as a focal point, as a centre forward, then we'd be wanting a bit. So I'm sure he'd be looking at that area if Kelman and Godden are nowhere near it. And as Brownie said, I think when we got ourselves in the top half of the table, it was based on our defence. We wasn't scoring too many goals then, but it was our defence that was keeping it there. So that area, I think Nathan will be looking at specifically if he's getting bad news from the medical people.
Yeah, we've looked far too open in recent games, despite the level of teams we've played against. But in terms of the January window generally, how did you view it? Did you look forward to it? Did you kind of dread it a little bit, whether it be players coming in, trying to get, how difficult is it, but also maybe even players going?
No, you're in a position that, you know, if someone comes in for your player, it's half hard to replace. You know, especially like, the one that comes to mind was when Scotty went to Chelsea. We suddenly got a lot of money, but I can't spend it. Because everyone we went for, it doubled, you know, the price and whatever.
Like you now, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you know, it's a difficult time. You know, who's to say someone don't come from one of ours? You know, and then you're thinking, like, if you take the money, can you spend it? That's another point. So yeah, so it'd be interesting. I don't think Nathan's quite keen on loans, but that may be the only way, you know, to bring players in this window, because you're hoping that the players that are out injured are going to get themselves fit anyway at some stage. So perhaps loans may be the answer.
Liz, how do you see it?
I think you've got to go loans. I really do. I think you've got to go for maybe a bigger club who's someone in the squad who hasn't been playing. We want some game time coming up to World Cup. Maybe a few people on the edge of needing a half a season. As Curb said, I think it's going to be really difficult to get players in on a full-time basis, and this is such a short period as well. I think you're looking at the loan window. Maybe get some Premiership boys, younger ones who maybe want to play some games. But yeah, I think it's going to be really difficult to get permanents in January.
Do you think you know, with them sort of doing well, Dan Carnu, Michael Mbick at all, or not yet?
Yeah, it depends what your long-term assessment of them is, because you've got Carnu scoring goals, value going up. If you bring him back, he doesn't get in the team, or he gets in the team, doesn't score goals in the Championship. You've kind of stopped him in his tracks. He's doing really well at Walsall. Mbick's doing brilliant. It's superb for their development, but also you're letting scouts go and watch an environment where they're doing particularly well. If you bring them back and then that stops the progress, they might come in and score goals. It is risky. It might come in and score goals, but I'd have to assess. That's a tough thing.
Are they better than what we've got at the moment? And I think that's what you got to consider. So I know they're doing well. It's a completely different division, and as Brownie said, they're still learning and developing. If you bring them back here, they play a game and then they go out. All of a sudden, it changes, and the value for them then changes as well. So, look, I've watched both of the boys that we're speaking about playing. I think the best thing for both of them is literally just to stay where they are and maybe bring some experience. I think we need experienced players now. I think I wouldn't, not that I don't like, but I wouldn't rely on those two to come back and change our season as it is at the moment. I think you want some people that have maybe done it before.
Yeah, if you want to go worst case scenario, you bring them back, you put them in, they don't perform, they're sat on our bench, and then they may, when our players return, come off the bench. You've brought them back from scoring goals, adding value, developing, to sitting here doing nothing. So it's a tricky one, that one.
Yeah, they're developing where they are right now, and we've already seen the jump from League One to the Championship is a big one. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Good luck to Nathan and the recruitment team in January. Of course, January also brings the World Champions to town as well, doesn't it? Chelsea.
Yeah.
Champions.
Every time you say that, it's strange to me when you hear world champions.
Yeah.
Thinking Brazil or Argentina.
I know. The club world champions.
Yeah,
let's do that. Curbs, massive game. How much are you looking forward to it? How good is it for the club? Is it, and even from a team point of view as well, is it a game you want or you?
Well, listen, for a financial side, it's going to be a sellout. That's great. It's going to be a great atmosphere. But on the pitch, you don't want the situation where we get hurt a little bit. But I think a lot of people would be looking at it thinking this could be, you know, one of them cup upsets. If Chelsea, who knows, they might decide to rest one or two. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, they will. But, you know, that'd be interesting if they do, because I don't think, you know, as a one-off and a big atmosphere here, they could come unstuck.
Brownie, how did you feel when you saw the draw?
I was just reacting to what you both said there. Curb said it'd be a sellout, and you've said, and quite rightly, I think, it's an opportunity for them to rest and bring in a load more players. I think people know what the FA Cup brings. It's brilliant we've got a Premier League club, right? It's brilliant that Chelsea are coming to town, but I'm not so sure, I think they are going to make 11 changes. And everybody sort of knows that. So I don't think it's as easy a sell as you think it is. It's brilliant for us that we've drawn that. But
I think they're selling.
yeah, I hope so, Curbs.
Easy sell as in what? People coming to watch?
Yeah, no.
There'll still be big names.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed, because there's nothing like a sold-out Valley for sure.
I'm sort of thinking differently too. I don't think they'll make as many changes as you think.
I hope you're right as well.
As you
I
say,
hope both those scenarios play out.
It is the FA Cup, and it's another way of winning the trophy. I think they'll make 5 or 6, but I think they'll come here with a decent squad. It's not far. It's not up north. The journey's not too bad. And maybe for a couple of boys who think about the World Cup as well, he might put a couple of them in the squad. I don't know if that makes a massive difference, whether or not that weakens them in any way or any form, but I think they'll come in with a strong team.
Yeah, I think he will look strong. I mean, he makes 4 or 5 changes every league game, so I do think he'll make a lot for the Cup, but we'll see. I'm very fortunate, of course, to have played for both clubs, one of a number of teams, players to have done that. Of course, I wouldn't do something like this, though, if if I happen to play for both clubs.
It's getting silly now. We should just leave that up there, by the way.
If you'd have known it was coming, you could actually brought him in. You could have brought him in, made a real go of it.
The thing is, he's talking about like him and Chelsea and whatever. I want him to go to Arsenal. Why did he go to Arsenal?
Who?
League title winners.
You didn't have a chance at Arsenal.
They offered us 200 grand more.
Yeah.
Wouldn't go.
He turned down, did you?
They didn't offer me 200 grand more.
Won't go.
Turned down Arsenal, went to Chelsea.
Me and Richard Murray are sitting.
Don't regret it.
No, I'm mucking about it. I'm only mucking about it.
He's still not bitter about it.
Whatever they offered you, it was more than the 50 quid raise you got for him.
Yeah, him and Gritty offered me at that particular time, but we don't need to go there. Look, I mean, I was...
If he hadn't gone to Arsenal for the extra money, he might have got a rise.
I think 1 point mine went backwards.
You might have got a 13-month contract.
Yeah.
12 months.
7 1 year, Scotty. Yeah, well, this came up Friday, didn't it?
I was at Fontmill Races, actually, should we say, extremely enjoying it, and in the pub somewhere where I got a flurry of texts through, and I thought, I'm not going to go through this, but I did happen to see it. And in many respects, it's a great game for me, but actually I didn't want it. I was a bit gutted. I obviously want both teams to progress as far as possible. One team's not going to, and for us, the addicts, the league's the most important thing at the moment. So,
Can I ask you a question?
Go on, I know what you're going to say.
Who do you want to win?
So we'll see how schedules align.
It's not easy, is it? You find questions like that from about 2 months at me when I was Charlton Athletic.
On an honest level, I kind of just answered it where, for me, I didn't want it. Didn't want it at all, and speaking from a Charlton fan's point of view, I want the league is the most important thing. Yeah. So, I wanted.
What are you getting half and half staff?
I'm still waiting for him to answer the question.
Great day. I'm really looking forward to it, and I've just been asked to commentate on it as well. So yeah. So that'd
you want to win?
That'd be good. I can't lose. The way I look at it is if I can't lose.
No, you can't. You're right. Who do you want to win?
Yeah, that's I can't lose.
Well, you can, because if the one you want to win doesn't win,
then you lose.
So we'll see how the schedules align, but we are hoping the next Charlton TV show will be just before that, where we can preview it and you can pin me down even more if that's the case in that. But bottom line is, I can't lose. But of course, I love this club. I love this club. Maybe inspiration for our men's first team as our under-18s beat Liverpool 3-2 in the FA Youth Cup. And Brownie, that was a hell of a result for PSC in the side, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we have waxed lyrical about the academy and what it does. It doesn't just produce players on a yearly basis. Actually, I'm going to quickly slide in about our ex-youth team manager, Colin Clark's going to visit.
I was going
to sorry, okay.
Please, go on.
Yeah, and I think the FA Youth Cup is the pinnacle of the 2 years you do. Yeah. That's the thing you look forward to. You wait for the FA Youth Cup draw, and you do hope for a Liverpool and a Chelsea or a Spurs or whatever the big guns are at that particular time when you're coming through the ranks of the football club. So not only have you pulled out an absolute big gun, you've gone there and won as well. So fair play to the team and to PSC. That's a brilliant result. Yeah.
It really is. I've just been asked to give you my sort of thoughts on the FA Youth Cup as well, because I was very fortunate. I was a schoolboy at the time. Obviously, you were a year below me.
We won the League Cup. We won, didn't we?
We won the League Cup when I was a second year. You were first year.
Yeah.
But when I was a schoolboy, I was 15, and obviously still at school. We went all the way through to the final. So Carl Eburn was up front, Ronnie Morge, Mickey Bennett, Jeff Thomas, Darren Pitcher. You know, I've got to mention Nathan Amato, big Charlton fan as well. He was in goal, and it was so funny because I was at school in the morning every third Monday. We're playing the rounds. I had to get the permission to get afternoon off school, and Colin Clark, which is why I want to mention him as well. He dropped a second year AP, wanted me to be in that side. I had to take every third Monday off, which is why I got D in geography. but we ended up going all the way through to the final. It was amazing. We lost to Coventry in the final, where 5 days later they played Spurs in the '87 final as well. Keith Houchin with that header, and there was like 18,000 there, so it was absolutely incredible. But Colin Clark, he really believed in me, and he said after that game, within 18 months you'll be in the first team, and I'm a 15-year-old kid, and I'm thinking, you're a madman. And I'd actually played first team within 18 months. He will be here for the Charlton-Oxford game. He played for both teams, and I just want to touch and say thank you to him. Obviously, his wife Sue will be there, and his son Jamie will be there as well. So please, if you do see Colin Clark, I don't know if you can thank him or have a go at him for developing our careers, and Brownie as well. Was he a youth team manager when you were here, Liz? No. Okay, but obviously Carlo, Pitch, you know, all players like Mickey Bennett. An absolute legend. So really looking forward to that one. Yeah. Now look, talking of FA Youth Cup, it seems like there's a bit of me here. I just happened to show a couple of pictures someone sent to me when they were moving house. And so I was 16 at that time.
Couldn't go into your teeth yet, did you?
Good photo? No. So should we move on?
Good hair.
Next one, they found that one as well. And I showed you that, Liz, the other day, because you wore the same jacket, didn't you? When we were at the meantime on Friday.
Not the same jacket.
Where did you find that?
A similar jacket.
30 years on.
I actually bought my jacket after seeing that picture.
God, that's amazing. That's nearly 40 years ago, 35, 40 years ago. Absolutely incredible. Okay, look, before we finish, let's have a look at the fixtures we've got coming up, because obviously we've talked about how difficult they have been, and on paper, these are the really important ones, but it doesn't always work out like that, of course. Oxford are 22nd, Norwich are 23rd, Pompey are 21st, Blackburn are 20th, all at the moment, with Coventry in there, who are obviously top as well. I mean, Curbs, how do you view these fixtures?
Just as you mentioned it, to be fair, as you mentioned it, Oxford and Norwich down the bottom, as well as Portsmouth and Blackburn. The tough, you know, on paper, the really tough one is obviously they're running away with the league at the moment, Coventry. But there's points there, and I think we've got to be looking at points there. Especially in the first 3 games there. You know, Oxford, Norwich and Portsmouth.
Brownie?
Yeah, it's a shame all the ones that are down in the bottom there, apart from Oxford, are away. You know, that's the tough thing. And I think Norwich are in a false position. I think they're, you know, Liz said it off air actually earlier, that they were far superior to Southampton the other day. There's more to come from them, and you do expect them to pick up results and get out of that situation. But yeah, I think if you're going away to Portsmouth, away to Blackburn, I think the key is not to lose. You know, they don't gain the 3 points, and if we come away with a point, people might go, well, they're 20th, 21st, but you haven't allowed them to jump that 3 points towards your tally. If it was home, I do expect to beat Oxford, even though it's not going to be. Curbs is right, by the way. There aren't any easy ones, because there's pressure comes with positions in the league and the run you're on. All that sort of factors in. But the Oxford one, I think that's the one we got when we're good at home, you know, and we've had a little wobble. Now it's time to get back on track. I thought the point Saturday was really important in that respect, because it's just stopped the rot. It stopped another defeat and that run of defeat. So I think we're in a much better spot leading into Saturday than we were. That's the one I'd want to get the 3 points as quick as I can to get that gap a little bit higher. But yeah, the away ones, just try not to lose them. And if you get the 3, brilliant, but you haven't allowed one of your, you know, teams around you to close that gap 3 points, which will be big.
Liz, how big is the month for you?
Yeah, I think just for confidence-wise, I think you don't want to start losing those games on the run we're at, and then the players then obviously have to then react again and go again. I think it's so important that we get results just so we build confidence and the lads feel like they belong again and feel that we can win games again. I think the Oxford game's a massive one. I think to be at home as well, we need to win that one. All the other ones, as Brownie said, away games, they're difficult. And I'm sure that the Portsmouth and the Blackburns will be thinking that's a game they're going to win. And I think Brownie's right. I think it's just important that they don't start pulling away from us. We go there, and even if we get a draw, at some point we've got to play them at home. But I think it's important that they don't start pulling away from us and winning those games.
Guys, I don't want to be over dramatic, but if we do really well, are we away from the relegation zone and that's it? But conversely, if we do really badly, are we in a relegation scrap?
I think these upcoming results will perhaps have a big bearing on the rest of the season. In terms of if we do well in these run of games, as Brownie said, we make that gap from the bottom, but we're comfortable mid-table and whatever. If they go badly for us, then we are looking over our shoulder. I look to them fixtures and etc. And I'm looking at the window, and if we do get 2 or 3 results before that opens up, that makes us more attractive, because I'm sure we're going to have to go. Look, we've spoke about the injuries at the back and up top. I'm sure we're going to have to go somewhere. And it just makes us that a little bit more attractive if we can pick up a few more points. So whoever's thinking of coming in, they're not looking over their shoulder thinking, oh, hold on, I might be in a bit of a scrap here. So let's pick up a couple of results and just ease the pressure a little bit.
And final one to you then, Brownie. How big is Saturday then, when you talk about being at home and against a team that's right down there?
Without piling the pressure on, it's big. You can't shy away from that fact. If we've got 1 or 2 results in that run we've had, it wouldn't be so big, or it wouldn't feel so pressurised, but unfortunately it is. That's the state of the game. Oxford they've had 1 win in 9. It did happen to be Ipswich, I think, which is a big win, but they're out of form. 1 win in 9 coming to the Valley. We are strong here. I think there's another side of it as well. I was thinking about the other day. If you keep selling injuries and you keep selling, you're bringing yourself down a bit. And at some point you've got to go, no, we should be looking at this one as a game we can go and attack and win. If you keep talking yourself down, oh, we put players out, we've got this happening, and 5 straight losses. Start talking about getting back on the winning front, getting on the front foot and beating teams like Oxford. And maybe if you do that, it leads into the next one. But, I think everybody in football understands the Norwiches of this world away is a tough game. It's they're 20th or 21st, 22nd, what they are, but it's still a tough game. They're not going to stay around that area. They're not. They're going to start pushing up the league as in the second half, if you want my opinion. But Blackburn are out of sorts. And Portsmouth, I think, are in a bit of trouble. They're out of form as well. So they're ones you could pick off away from home. But it's really important you don't give them a big lift up by getting 3 points. But yeah, Saturday's big, Sky. Yeah. There's no getting away from it.
Lads, it's been emotional. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Should we go and have a Christmas drink?
I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
we'll talk about the goal of the month, because I'm chewing.
Oh, look at him.
3v1, wasn't it?
Yeah, battered. By the way, it is absolutely your round, by the way.
What?
You know what? You just sat there the whole night the other night, didn't move. Me and Scotty running up to the bar.
I didn't move. I went to the toilet a couple of times.
Yeah, the waterworks started.
From all the drinks you were buying.
Look, we want to wish everybody connected with Charlton a very Merry Christmas. Let's fingers crossed we can get back to winning ways at the weekend. But we look forward to the next one where hopefully we can be talking about 2, 3, 4 wins. We'll have to wait and see. Merry Christmas, everyone. Until next time.